Nigri, ni, Mawamso. Woe is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called, son, S-U-N, mother, nature, mother, earth. In the name of the true begotten son, Matthew 123, Imanuel, Imanuel, whose name is go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigratia, which means land of the gods. Kiswahili, Tower of Babel, Kunta Kinte, man's first tongue. Amani kutoka yuko, peace from above. Fuha wasabi siku, happy seventh day. The Book of Life, Kitabucha, Uzima. Reading from the New Testament of Emmanuel. Agano Jipya, Ya, Emmanuel. Yom, John, chapter 9. Now as Emmanuel passed by, he saw a man who was blind from birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Teacher, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Emmanuel answered, Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but that the works of God should be revealed in him. I must work the works of him who sent me while it is day. The night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. When he had said these things, he spat on the ground and made clay with the saliva. And he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay. And he said to him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam. So he went and washed and came back seeing. Therefore the neighbors and those who previously had seen that he was blind said, Is not this he who sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him. He said, I am he. Therefore they said to him, How were your eyes opened? He answered and said, A man called Emmanuel made clay and anointed my eyes and said to me, Go to the pool of Siloam and wash. So I went and washed and I received sight. Then he said to him, Where is he? He said, I do not know. They brought him who formerly was blind to the Pharisees. Now it was a Sabbath when Emmanuel made the clay and opened his eyes. Then the Pharisees also asked him again how he had received his sight. He said to them, He put clay on my eyes, and I washed, and I see. Therefore some of the Pharisees said, This man is not from God, because he does not keep the Sabbath. Others said, How can a man who is a sinner do such signs? And there was a division among them. They said to the blind man again, What do you say about him because he opened your eyes? He said, He is a prophet. But the youth did not believe concerning him that he had been blind and received his sight until they called the parents of him who had received his sight. And they asked them, saying, Is this your son who you say was born blind? How then does he now see? His parents answered them and said, We know that this is our son and that he was born blind. But by what means he now sees, we do not know. Or who opened his eyes, we do not know. He is of age. Ask him. He will speak for himself. His parents said these things because they feared the Jews. For the Jews had agreed already that if anyone confessed that he was teacher, he would be put out of the synagogue. Therefore his parents said, he is of age, ask him. So they again called the man who was blind and said to him, give God the glory. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said, whether he is a sinner or not, I do not know. One thing I know, that though I was blind, now I see. Then they said to him again, what did he do to you? How did he open your eyes? He answered them, I told you already, and you did not listen. Why do you want to hear it again? Do you also want to become his disciples? Then they reviled him and said, you are his disciples, but we are Moses' disciples. We know that God spoke to Moses. As for this fellow, we do not know where he is from. The man answered and said to them, why, this is a marvelous thing that you do not know where he is from, yet he has opened my eyes. Now we know that God does not hear sinners, but if anyone is a worshiper of God and does his will, he hears him. Since the world began, it has been unheard of that anyone opened the eyes of one who was born blind. If this man were not from God, he could do nothing. They answered and said to him, you were completely born in sins, and are you teaching us? And they cast him out. Emmanuel heard that they had cast him out, and when he had found him, he said to him, do you believe in the begotten Son of God? He answered and said, who is he, teacher, that I may believe in him? And Emmanuel said to him, you have both seen him, and it is he who is talking with you. Then he said, teacher, I believe, and he worshipped him. And Emmanuel said, for judgment I have come into this world, that those who do not see may see, and that those who see may be made blind. Whoa. Then some of the Pharisees who were with him heard those words and said to him, are we blind also? Emmanuel said to them, if you were blind, you would have no sin. But now you say, we see. Therefore, your sin remains. Let me say that again. What is that? Verse 39. Chapter 9, verse 39. For judgment I have come into this world, that those who do not see may see, and that those who see may be made blind. That's why I emphasize when I be trying to tell people, when I tell people to look, because there are some people that look, and that's all they can do is look, because they cannot see. They look at JESUS. They look at JESUS. They look at JESUS. But they brain does not register the J. Because they look at the J, but they can't see the J. One more time. One more time. Just like my big brother said, I'm here for those who are blind so they can start seeing. And those who can see will become blind. Because one more time, the first letter is JESUS. But you are so brain whitewashed as I was, that the minute I saw that J, I mean, the minute I looked at the J, my brain registered G. Wow. I'm going to say again. I was so blind, I couldn't see the forest for the trees because I was looking straight at the trees. So when I looked up, bam, now I can see the J. Because when I was able to see the J, I can say what I see. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. When I was looking at the J, it wasn't a J. It was Jesus. Even though no matter how hard I look, still no G. Because I could not see. So therefore, I could not say. Even though Jerusalem, John, Judas, Jews, Joseph, no matter what, ESUS, you look at that J, but you can't say what you see because you don't see the J, you look at the J. When you stop looking at the J and see the J, then you can say Jesus. And then when you can say Jesus, then you can really see Matthew 1:23. One more time. One more time. When you can look, when you can see that J and say what you see, Jesus, 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 then you can see Matthew 1:23, Imanuel, Imanuel, whose name is Go with us. And you will knowledge him as the begotten son. For Luke 3:38 already tells you Adam is the only begotten son. Adam is the only son of God of gods, and she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. For he was pulled from the womb of the earth. He knows nothing about the inside of a woman's womb except how to go into the womb. He knows nothing about the inside out. Nothing. He is the only one, God said, in my image. In other words, Adam was and is God of gold in the flesh. For he was perfect. He lacked nothing until helpmate. Once God gave him helpmate, now he's short. That's when he became mortal man. For now he's missing one thing. He's missing something. Before helpmate came along, he was and is God of gold in the flesh and was missing nothing. Nothing. One more time. He did not become mortal to go to gold, put him to sleep and took the ribs. So now you're missing something. She has what you're missing. So when y'all come together, you're whole because she, with that rib, makes you whole. But that's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. As Imanuel was not into that. He was in the purpose. Is it for me? I don't know. I'm 66. I don't know. I just know fulfillment of purpose right here, right today, 9/21/2024. This is what I'm supposed to do. The book of life. Kitabu Child Uzima. I understand why he didn't give me no children. Because he was not going to allow me to raise no kids, teaching them that the J that they're looking at, you can't say what you see. And now I'm in this position that I can say what I see. Now I'm going to tell them, don't believe everything I taught you as a kid. Now, thank you, Father, for not putting that burden on me. Understand what I'm saying? This is not a burden. Teaching the book of life is not a burden. It is fulfillment of purpose. Fullment. Fulfillment of purpose. One more time. By through entering of the covenant that my forefathers, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, may I be worthy of teaching knowledge. One more time. Understand the difference between looking and seeing. You look at Jesus, but your brain is so programmed, you can't say what you see unless somebody like me walk up to you and ask you the first letter of Jesus. Didn't you say J? Your brain will click into what you look at. And because what you look at when you see it with ESUS is no longer a J. Now it's a G, something you do not see. One more time. Say what you see. Stop looking at what you've been programmed to look at and see what you see it. See Jesus. See Jesus, Jerusalem, John, Judas, Joseph, Jews. See the J. Now, when you see the J, see Matthew 1:23. His begotten Son, the one who came to earth, directly planted in woman, but he could not be released except by, through, and in of man. Joseph took his wife, then he knew her not. One more time. The womb had to be broke from the outside for the baby to come out, because he could not break it from the inside, because that goes against the laws of the first laws, which is the laws of she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. The first laws, she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. One more time. See the J, so you can say Jesus, 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 and let them have their goal. Jesus. As you look, as you see Matthew 1:23. Imanuel, go with us. Imanuel, go with me. Trip, C's, cool, calm, collected, www, whole wide world. Niggity, ni, Mawanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigritiia, which means land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23, whose name means go with us. Kiswa, Healy, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue, Kunta, King Tay. Amani, Kutoka, you, peace from above. Enjoy your Saturday. Fuha wa Sabbath. Siku. Happy Sabbath.